Yeah, I'm going to start with Travis Kelsey's former teammate in Tyreek the Freak Hill, going over to Miami. I know what we've seen over the years, and this is why I feel like it's risky. We've seen traditionally over the years that wide receivers, when they move teams, that first year that they're on the team, traditionally don't perform up to expectations. Uh, I know there's been a couple that have busted that theory, but there's always exceptions. I know with like Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins over the last couple years, yes, they've outperformed what we expected. But I think overall, they went into pretty good situations. I don't know if you can say that Miami is a great situation. Yes, they've got a lot of pieces going for them. They're a young team that looks like they have a good offensive minded coach coming in, but nobody's thinking Tua is the answer there, or he's never going to be that top five quarterback that maybe we thought first coming out, or before, he's suffered that injury in college. People aren't viewing him like that. They're what, maybe viewing him as Kirk Cousins level, fringe QB1.
Right.
Um, and and as we saw last year, you had Jalen Waddle blow up with an incredible rookie season. Probably would have been the talk of the rookie class if not for Jamar Chase. That's how good a season he actually had last year. So Tua and Jalen Waddle, they have that connection already, and I just don't know that this offense is going to be high volume enough for Tyreek and Jalen Waddle to both be high end wide receivers, which is what we're expecting when we draft both of them. And where you have to draft Tyreek Hill again, he's considered one of the top 5 wide receivers off the board, most likely
Right.
in redraft. I know Dynasty is a little bit different, but in redraft, probably top 5 wide receivers. I don't know if I like that situation enough to draft him in that position, and I think you're going to be let down. Not saying he can't perform to that level; he very well could, because, like I said, new offense, new coaches, we don't know what's going to happen there, and maybe the new offensive scheme, and maybe with Tyreek there, it really unlocks this offense, and Tua just takes a giant step forward and becomes more in that upper echelon of quarterbacks. It could all happen. I'm just not seeing a very clear pathway for that to happen.
I think that's completely fair. You talked about the new coaching staff. So Mike McDaniel, we have 1 year of him with San Francisco, kind of getting his feet wet as an offensive coordinator. And just to throw this out there, San Francisco ranked 29th overall last year in pass attempts. Now, obviously, they were still able to make our guy Debo look
Mm-hmm.
pretty great in that offense, but it
Tyreek
doesn't
Hill does
mean
not take rushes out of the backfield. Like he's not built that way. Like Debo is built
yes.
differently than Tyreek. So
Yes.
while yeah, he could be used in some of those situations, and maybe like more jet sweeps and things like that. Sure, but I mean, he's not going to get the Debo treatment there.
For sure. For sure. I think that's the moon that you're getting with him is what we saw from Debo minus the rushing attempts. But I think it's fair to maybe if I was we'll have to address this once we get closer to, the season, but Jalen Waddle could be the guy that I would look at. Wait a couple 3 rounds potentially and take Jalen Waddle instead of
Mm-hmm.
risking it on Tyreek. I might be more comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.